Right. I'm Colonel Bijay Singh. Colonel means I was in the Indian Army earlier, and I took premature retirement from the Army and joined Bharat Electronics. I was with Bharat Electronics for almost 16 years. As you're aware, Bharat Electronics was one of the largest public sectors undertaking in India in the field of electronics. I worked in that organization for almost 16 years, 8 years at Bangalore and 8 years at Ghaziabad. Now, I also have my education from IIT Delhi, where I did my ME in radar and communication. That was while I was in the army only. Otherwise, I'm a degree holder in the field of electronics. And after leaving army, I joined Bharat Electronics. That was way back in 1986, because 81 to 86 I was in deputation, and then subsequently I joined BL, and I was on the strength of Bell. I worked in Bell till about 95, and after 95, on retirement, I joined one organization called Quality Management International. Now that's an international organization in the field of training. I worked in that company for almost 1 year, and then I was also at that time, while training, I was involved in carrying out third-party audits on behalf of one certification body by the name NQA QSR. And I would have at that time, during the years 96 to 99, done almost more than 200 audits. And by now, the number of training programs, of course I've lost account now, but it must be running more than 500. I've been basically involved in providing training on ISO 9001, 14001, 18001, and since 2014, I'm also involved in training on ISO 27001, which is primarily a standard for information security management system. And my first the topic which I took up in Nepal was on ISO 27001. And since 2014, I've been involved with the Laba. 2014, and then I came in the year 2015, and now come on 18th April, 18 to 22nd April. And my experience, I have really enjoyed working with the participants over here in Nepal. I'm finding a lot of difference between participants here and participants in India. The participants in Nepal, I found them to be very sincere and very hardworking. Whatever timings I gave to them for coming and going, they have been, I would say, religiously following it. Now, I've been primarily talking about information security management system. This information security management system is really started off way back in 2006, and it didn't take up earlier because prior to 2006, most of the IT experts and IT professionals were primarily interested in the functionality portion of the software and not the security, because after 2006 the security, information security, had taken very high importance. And this importance is, I'll give you one example of this high importance. This is a live case which happened in one of the Gulf countries. In one of those Gulf countries, one person one company by the name Abu Aya, they had started activities in this field long time back. But initially they started up only with 2 proprietors. Later on 2 more persons joined them. They were the system administrator. From 4, during the year 2005, the strength of this organization had gone up to 2,000, gone up to 100. Now one day what happened? A call came from a customer, and the customer reported a complaint. There's a customer credit card fraud. Second, again a report came, customer credit card fraud. Now what happened? These 2 proprietors, they started blaming the system administrator that you are responsible, you are responsible. Now those system administrators, then they told the proprietors, rather than blaming us, why not you carry out a proper investigation? Anyway, those 2 proprietors, they succumbed to the request of these 2 system administrators, and they called one consultant. The consultant went into the depth of this case, and he found that customer credit card fraud had taken place because there were certain hackers from Turkey, and they were sending certain key spy loggers into their laptops. And one of the laptop which was used by the proprietor, he used to take the laptop at home. And that laptop and the hackers were sending those key spy loggers to that laptop. And as you are aware that the key spy loggers, they were capturing the keystrokes of that laptop. And because of that, what was happening, the user ID and passwords were being captured by the key spy loggers and being sent to those hackers in Turkey. Now how could those consultants find out this? They found out all this from the IP address of those people in Turkey. Now, as a result of that, it was found that it is not the system administrator who was fault, it was the proprietor, and that was younger proprietor who was at fault. And once they realized the proprietor's fault, the 2 proprietors then literally apologized to the system administrator. Anyway, by that time when it happened, that company got absolutely sunk, the brand image had gone down, and they could not proceed, and they had to close that company. I have given that example so that one is very clear about what is information security management system. So this information security management system is primarily taking place because in the internet is all, there are rogues who are there, and these rogues are capturing from the key spy loggers by sending malware, and by that what happens is that our laptops and computers are giving all sorts of information to the outsiders. And this is why a necessity of information security management system has come up. And if we don't take care of information security management system, the way Abu Aya landed up in a problem, the way Abu Aya, their brand image went down, all companies, if they don't take care of information security management system, they will also be going down. They will also be their brand image will go down, and they'll be losing their market. Now, it is with that point in mind that I have been involved in Laba since 2014, and by now I have conducted three programs over here. First time in 2014, secondly in 2015, and thirdly in April this year. And as I told you, my experience with working with Laba has been wonderful. It's been a pleasure working with the participants, working with my participants and my students, and I really enjoyed each and every moment of that. Now, this is one part, and secondly, I am actually, as I told you, I am being sent by an organization called Intertech. Intertech, as you are aware, is one of the companies in India which has taken over from Modi. And this organization, the founder of Intertech is Thomas Alva Edison, who is the creator of bulb. And he failed 10,000 times before he came out with that bulb. So this company believes in that type of concepts, that type of hard work and persistence. And I am not working with that, but I am associating with that organization, who in turn is making use of my services. And with those words, I finish now.